$300 million in funding for the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority was pulled earlier this year due to systematic failures. And now it's been revealed that the LA County has commissioned an investigation into whistleblower claims against the former head of LAHSA. Two former employees claim Felicia Adams-Kellum allegedly engaged in misconduct by hiring unqualified friends for high-paying jobs and withheld accurate data on Mayor Bass's Inside Safe program.
Nick, Gerda is a watchdog correspondent at LAist, which obtained the two whistleblower claim letters. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So this organization is accused of paying out these employees to settle the claims before they were made public. What pushed, you think, LAHSA attorneys to actually go ahead and release these letters?
Yeah, I can tell you exactly how. It was really only through us fighting and fighting and fighting and pushing back against their unlawful withholding of these documents. I first got a sort of a hint that these documents existed back in March when there was this very brief mention of their existence. These were, very serious allegations of wrongdoing, but it just said that these documents existed and kind of deep in an meeting agenda. And so I cited the law, which requires immediate, very quick release of these documents, these allegations, and the agency and their county counsel, Dan Kim, repeatedly refused to release it at all. We kept pushing for weeks, pointing to the law, and eventually we ran a couple of news articles about the withholding of these whistleblower retaliation claims, and that ultimately led to this agency releasing heavily redacted versions that had some of the allegations in them and some withheld. We published again because the redactions, according to an attorney, were unlawful, and eventually they released unredacted versions. And we know now that the county investigators who these allegations were supposed to be reported to, required to be reported to, did not receive them, and they did not know about this until our article in May, bringing these allegations to light. And it's after that article that they launched an investigation that's now about 4 months and counting, and we're awaiting to see what comes of it.
What a process.
Yeah, this is also pretty messy. Okay, so one of the allegations that Adams-Kellum is that she asked a top IT official to delete two emails that Mayor Karen Bass had sent from her personal email. Has LAist reached out to the mayor's office, and if so, what are you hearing from them?
Yeah, we've been reaching out to the mayor's office since the spring when we first started reporting on these allegations. As far as that specific allegation, the statement from the mayor's office has been that she was unaware of any effort to delete those emails. Now, the allegation was that the then CEO of LAHSA, the Homeless Services Authority, had asked the head of IT at LAHSA to destroy these two emails, which is not something the mayor necessarily would have, one way or the other, known about. We have asked LAHSA, actually, for all of the emails back and forth between the CEO and the mayor of LA under the Public Records Act state law that is supposed to be disclosed. And LAHSA took 2.5 months telling me that they were looking for records. They took 2.5 months only to say that they object to even searching for emails, which is a very unusual response under the Public Records Act. So we're continuing to try to understand better what was going on here. This agency, LAHSA, did deny back in the spring when we brought these claims to light. They did give a blanket denial of the allegations, but more recently, once they reached out about the investigation into them, they had more declined to comment about them, citing the ongoing investigation.
Interesting. Okay, well, Adams-Kellum stepped down and funding for LAHSA was pulled earlier this year. So what happens next if the county investigation finds any allegations to actually be true?
Yeah, and just to be clear, we don't know yet, what findings they have, or if they've even reached findings yet. But we do know this is a very long, it seems to be a very thorough investigation given the amount of time that's being put into it. But what can happen from there, we've looked at the agreement around these investigations, and what it says is that a report can go to the commission that oversees LAHSA, it can go to the county as well and to the city, and from there, if there are any findings of wrongdoing, there's supposed to be a appropriate action that takes place to respond to it. Now, Felicia Adams-Kellum is no longer at LAHSA. We did reach out to her for comment. I have not heard back. She is no longer at LAHSA. She left in late July, but several of the people she hired into high-level roles who are accused in these whistleblower retaliation claims of not being qualified for their jobs, and in some cases of accusations of wrongdoing. Some of them are still in their positions at LAHSA. We have reached out to them for comment through the spokesperson for LAHSA and did not receive a response.
Okay.
All right, Nick, we'll continue to follow this. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.